is our County Executive, Don Mohler.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What a great turnout. And I can't thank, Tom, come on up here again. I know you spoke. Come on up here again. I can't thank, Bill Lawrence, how are you? I can't thank Councilman Quirk enough for reaching out to me earlier this afternoon to tell me about this rally and asked if I could adjust my calendar and get here, and I certainly wanted to do that. So thank him, thank each and every one of you. I spoke today, earlier this afternoon, at the Baltimore Urban League downtown, and I was telling them about a story of the past couple of weeks in Baltimore County. I've been honored to speak. I met with 3 groups. I had the African American Advisory Group in, I had the Muslim Advisory Council in, and I had the Hispanic Advisory Council in. And I will tell you that each and every one of those groups was terrified. There was nothing phony, nothing insincere in their moments. They were terrified because of what is happening in Washington. They felt like others in their own nation. That's unacceptable. The volume, there we go. That is unacceptable in the United States of America. I've said to people a number of times over the past 7 months that I wasn't supposed to be here, that it was supposed to be my good friend Kevin Kamenetz. We have about a month to go, and I've tried to honor his legacy each and every day. Yeah. And thank you very much. And I was never prouder, never ever prouder of Kevin Kamenetz than when he stood up against hatred, when he stood up against bigotry, when he stood up against anti-Semitism, and he would say to people that he would remind them that he was the grandson of an immigrant, that his grandfather came from Tsarist Russia, that his grandfather came without a penny to his name, and he loved this country. And Kevin Kamenetz would say that what we see right now in Washington is not his America, it's not our America, it's not the United States of America, and we're going to keep fighting each and every day to be heard and to prove that this president is not above the law. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much for supporting us, for supporting Congressman Elijah Cummings, and to ensure that our government has its checks and balances. What do we want? Checks and balances. What do we want?
Checks and balances.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Checks and balances.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Checks and balances.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Checks and balances.
When do we want it?
Now.
Don't be shy. Yes, please.
Evening. I'm glad everybody's here. My name is Dan.
Hi, Dan.
No last names, please. Look, Trump dismissed Sessions. Too much? Okay. Okay. Trump dismissed Sessions the day after the election.
That's right.
That stopped Mueller from handing down indictments immediately.
Right.
He's protecting himself. When people tell me America, love it or leave it, I say to hell with it. I'm not leaving it in your hands. I love this country too much to leave
Right.
it.
That's right.
Still here, baby.
Amen.
This will not stand.
That's
This will not stand. This will not stand.
This will not stand. This will not stand.
Thank you very much. I need some more indivisible members up here. Hey, we want checks and balances.
Off the hat.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Yes, yesterday Trump fired Sessions, but it wasn't the only thing that happened. I want to remind everybody that the White House took away Jim Acosta's credential.
That's right.
And I'm a retired journalist. I've never been prouder of my former profession than I have since November 2016. Please subscribe to a newspaper.
Yes.
Read that newspaper.
Yes.
Stay informed. Support journalists. Tell the White House that they can't take away credentials. That's the job of the White House Correspondents Committee.
That's right.
And thank you very much for giving me a moment.
So I need a chant thing. Okay. I'm gonna forget it. Okay. I am terrible at chants. Okay. When democracy is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When democracy is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When democracy is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When democracy is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Mueller is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When our democracy is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Mueller is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
All right, let's show everybody our signs.
Who else wants to speak? Well, look, you know, I turned it up, I got it too loud. How's that?
Keep the mic close to your mouth.
It's imperative that we protect the work of the Special Counsel. It's imperative that he be independent and able to finish his investigation. Whitaker must recuse himself. He is known to have a partisan conflict of interest. He has called for an end to this investigation, and if it doesn't end, he's called for defunding it so that it can't continue. This is not an independent investigation. This is partisan killing an independent investigation, so he must recuse himself. This is a constitutional crisis, and we need to protect our democracy. And so I thank everybody for coming out today, and you know, we need to continue this fight. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Now it is my pleasure. People are changing schedules all over Baltimore County to be here. I got to tell you, it's a really good friend of mine, and nobody fights harder each and every day for what is right in America. Nobody speaks up. Nobody has held the president more accountable and asked all of us to do the same than my good friend, the chair of the Baltimore County Council, Julian Jones.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. I must say, I'm so encouraged. So encouraged to see so many people out here standing up for America and American values. I'm just extremely my heart is warm because it's good to know that you're not alone. It's good to know that there's decent people who want the right thing to happen, who believe in fair play, who believe in not having this divisive craziness that's coming out of our president's mouth each and every day. It's good to know that you want to stand up for the rule of law, that we want to make sure that the law means something in this country. I'm telling you now, I am serious as a heart attack. This is how civil wars start.
Absolutely.
This is how this starts. It starts when you have somebody like our president who will stand up and just feel like he is the king and he can do anything he wants to do. So I am just so encouraged that like-minded people such as myself, such as you, so much for that. Well, listen, I'm excited to see so many people that's willing to come out and stand up, because these are some very troubled times, my friends. These are some troubled times where we must stand up. Our voices must be heard. We must make it absolutely clear that we believe in the rule of law and that there are no kings in America. There are no kings in America.
That's right.
We live by a rule of law, and we must enforce the laws. And we cannot have a president who feels that he is above the law, who give people litmus tests. In order to work for me, in order to be the Attorney General, you swear your allegiance to me.
That's right.
That's who we're dealing with.
Right.
And we must speak loud, because I'm afraid when I see so many people in our country who don't realize how dangerous this is for our democracy, for everything we believe in. It is really a danger when we see people that'll say, well, unemployment's low, therefore I support the dictator.
That's right.
You know, the economy's great, therefore I support a dictator. We are better than that, my friends. We're better than that. And I'm just happy to know that I'm not alone. I'm happy to know that I stand strong with each and every one of you. I'm happy to see each and every one of you here. We will continue to fight. We will continue to fight as long as there's breath in our body. We will continue to fight for what is right in this country. Thank you.
My friend Julian Jones, he can work the crowd. All the way from downtown Owings Mills. As he likes to call it. One more thing, you know, I can't see a crowd like this of like-minded folks without also talking about what happened again today, when we have yet another mass shooting in the United States of America. Folks, this is madness. This is madness, and the man in the White House doesn't get it. I told a story about a month ago. Earlier this year, my daughter sat at the kitchen table after one of the other mass shootings, and she brought her 16-year-old in and said, I need you to sit down, Ellie. I need you to sit down. I want to talk to you about what you need to do at school if someone walks in with a weapon and starts shooting up your school. 16 years old, junior at Catonsville High School. She started to cry. She said, Mom, I don't want to talk about this. And her mom said, honey, I know you don't want to talk about this, but unfortunately we have to talk about this, because if it ever happens, I want you to come home. We have to talk about this. Folks, it's not America. I don't care if you're a liberal, a conservative, I don't care if you're a moderate, Democrat, or Republican. 70 to 80 to 90% of the people in this country support common sense gun legislation. There's only common sense gun legislation. There's only one group that doesn't, and that's the NRA. And it's all about membership, and it's all about money, and it's going to be people like you standing up, and we have to get our elected officials to understand that there's more of us than there are of them, and we have to change these gun laws now. Enough is enough. This is insanity, and it's going to be folks like you getting out there like the kids from Parkland and making a difference and saying, I'm telling you, I'm ready to make it a litmus test. You're not for common sense gun legislation, then you can't be reelected. That's where I am. Thank you very much.